Yo, what is good, everybody? It's KJ, and I do want to give y'all just a little bit of a heads up, right? So, unfortunately, and I'll say this later as well, but Sosa and I had to play on Showdown because we had like 5 disconnects. It was super frustrating. I was tilted the entire time. So, just want to give y'all that heads up. If I seem a little mad in the post-com of the video, that's because we had to play on Showdown. Y'all know I don't like Showdown, but it is what it is. But I do really quickly want to just step into some of the transactions that we made. So you'll see that the team is a little different. In week 5, or rather in week 4, we had a completely different team. So I made 4 transactions and switched up a Terra captain. So I did end up dropping the Mienshao, unfortunately, the Abomasnow, unfortunately, and the Darkspawn, because I just didn't think I was going to bring Darkspawn ever. And I traded the Donphan for Sandy Shock. Shout out to Shadow Gallade for that. And in its place, we picked up Zarude, we picked up Flamigo, and we picked up Altaria, which is going to be budget Mega Altaria with Terra types Fairy and then also Terra Water. So I think the team will operate a little bit better. I think Zarude gives us a lot of, like, we'll put on a lot of good pressure, and I'm excited to see how the team works out. I think I wasn't really loving how the team was, and I think it'll operate a little bit better now, but we'll see. But without further ado, I'm going to get y'all into the game real quick. Okay, so sorry about this, everybody. We actually had to recreate the game, or not recreate the game, but play the game on Showdown because we just kept disconnecting. We don't know why it kept disconnecting, but yeah, this is because we were doing that. Like, I had a dedicated plan to get my spikes and rocks up, and we decided to not recreate the game, which I thought would have been even, but I think I actually made a mistake not recreating the game because he led with Kleavor and actually got rocks up and then swords danced here, and I did do damage to it. He does kill the Sandy Shocks here, but what you're about to see next is actually a huge problem, and I think this would not have procced in the normal game, like the game that we were playing, but after all of the frustration, like, this is not on my opponent at all. After all of the frustration that we had trying to figure out the damn, like, trying to get the game to work, it was just like, this is absolutely absurd. So we ended up having to do a bunch of stuff because, like, the comp wasn't set for level 100, so it was set to level 50, and then we were trying to do, like, the standard servers, and that wasn't working, so we ended up on Showdown, unfortunately. Y'all know how I hate playing games on Showdown, but yeah, it's gonna be a relatively quick game. So as you can see, the Kleavor does get to Swords Dance and Endure, so I have to, at this point, just hope that he misses that Stone Axe. He doesn't. Corv goes down, which is really bad for us. So now I have to show that I'm Scarf on the Dragapult, which, again, puts us in a pretty rough spot. And then he goes into Gardevoir, which traces my Volt Absorb, which isn't the greatest thing in the world. I could have clicked Shadow Ball there. I probably should have clicked Shadow Ball there because it does 2-hit KO. But honestly, I was just worried that it was Scarf and was just going to be able to Scarf Moonblast, and I was worried, right? So then we kind of just sack off the Altaria because there's no Volcanion. Surprise, surprise. Which we were really worried about. So yeah, we lose him on to Gardevoir, which is really rough. Now we have to come in with Chi-Yu, and we're going to just click Fire Blast here. They click Mystical Fire to lower our special attack. We could have gone into Dragapult here, but, like, honestly, I expected they could have went for another Calm Mind or something, so I decide to just click Ruination there. And I probably should have just clicked Dark Pulse. I mean, it basically did, like, the same thing, so it wouldn't have mattered. But yeah, so now we're in a spot where we're kind of screwed. Looking at this, I should have stayed in and clicked Shadow Ball with the Jolteon, but I wasn't sure what kind of set it was, so I really couldn't risk it. And this is a good play by my opponent to make sure that they don't get Hazard stacked. But yeah, again, it's going to be a quick one. I'm sorry about that, y'all. We're going to drop to 1-3, -6, I think. This, honestly, if I'm being completely honest here, this game, like, with the disconnects and all of that, just took me completely out of the game. Like, I was not in a headspace to play this after 5 disconnects, trying to recreate everything, and then finally deciding let's go on to Showdown. I was just really frustrated. I'm recording this now. I'm still pretty fucking frustrated. But it is what it is, y'all. We're going to be back next week. We're going to try to bounce back. It's been rough. This was the last 2 weeks in IBL. We've played really poorly. I think our prep could have been better. I mean, I did so much prep for the Volcanion and it didn't show up. I think I need to stop harping on a few things, but it's all good. GG to Sosa. Please check out Sosa's channel in the description below. Sosa's super chill. Like, we've been having conversation in DMs about all of this damn disconnects and all that stuff. So yeah, go check out Sosa. And yo, I'm gonna get out of here. Take it easy, everybody. Peace.